Fleece, vocabulary activator. Match the words with their definitions. Match the words with their definitions. It's getting chilly again with the approach of winter, and it's time to dig out the fleeces from the wardrobe. Fleece is a man-made fabric made from a plastic fibre called polyester. The polyester fibres are first woven together to form a fabric before being brushed into a thicker, more insulating fabric. The fabric has a pile surface on both sides which is formed by the cut ends of the fibres. This pile traps air pockets which hold in the warmth. The fabric is warm, light and durable. It's also moisture resistant and both lighter and warmer than the wool from which it gets its name. These properties make fleece garments ideal for extreme weather use or as sportswear, and its popularity has grown since the 1990s. Garments made from fleece are also known as fleeces. The polyester fleece fabric was first created in the 1970s by the company Malden Mills. Their aim was to create a fabric which had all the advantages of wool without the disadvantages. The main disadvantages of wool are that you need sheep to create it, and that it absorbs water and becomes very heavy when wet. If you've ever washed a woolly jumper, you'll know just how much water wool can hold. As Malden Mills chose not to patent their invention, the inexpensive fleece was soon available to everyone, and its popularity has since far exceeded that of wool. While wool may be a natural product, fleece can also claim to be environmentally friendly when produced from recycled plastics. Sheep have fleeces, and these fleeces are spun into wool, which is either used for knitting or is woven into woolen fabric. Garments made from wool take the adjective woolly, as in woolly jumper. We remove the fleece from a sheep by shearing the animal with shears. The verb to shear is a regular irregular verb. Shear, sheared, sheared, or shear, sheared, shorn. A popular children's animated series is Shaun the Sheep, the name of the sheep coming from the irregular past participle form of shear, shorn. Shaun and Shaun are homophones. The famous actor who played James Bond, Sean Connery, uses another homophone of Shaun, the original Irish spelling meaning John, but has nothing whatever to do with sheep. You may find James Bond hanging from a sheer cliff or two, however. As I said before, we fleece a sheep when we remove the fleece from it by shearing with shears. Such a sheep has been shorn of its fleece. Such a shorn sheep has had that which is valuable taken from it. By extension, we can also be fleeced if we fall victim to a scam where somebody takes something of value from us against our wishes. When we're tricked in such a way, we've had the wool pulled over our eyes. Having the wool pulled over your eyes means that you figuratively cannot see the truth of what's going on and are being deceived. The last thing I'd like to talk about is woolly thinking. If you're guilty of woolly thinking, you're mentally confused or unfocused. Woolly thinkers are more likely to be fleeced as their thinking is confused and vague. Should you go somewhere cold and have with you only your summer clothes and not a fleece or two, you might well be accused of woolly thinking. As you sit there shivering in the chilly air, you might well wish that your woolly thinking hadn't got in the way of your packing a woolly jumper or a fleece or two in your suitcase. Which is the correct conjugation of the verb to spin, meaning to create wool from a sheep's fleece on a spinning wheel? Put the following in order of temperature. Malden Mills made a fortune out of inventing fleece. What does the name Sean mean? Match the following words with their definitions. Drag the words to the correct places. Which is the correct conjugation of the verb to weave, meaning to create a fabric by interlacing strands of material such as wool or polyester?